Selling the best Canadian-made boots. Handcrafted in Winnipeg, Canada West makes the best quality cowboy, biker, and work boots for Diablo boots with replaceable soles and heels. Why buy cheaper quality like Ariat, Justin, and Red Wing made in China when Canadian-made is better? Support Canada's workers and Diablo boots for the best boots. So save on boots by Save On Foods. That's Diablo Boots, 3340 Gateway Boulevard on the east side of Save On Foods. Canada West and Diablo Boots, the two best names in the boots business.
Legendary is here with BetMGM Sportsbook. Sign up to unlock access to hundreds of pre-match and live betting options for all your favorite sports. Download the BetMGM app. See BetMGM.com for terms. 18 plus, Alberta only. Please play responsibly. Subject to eligibility requirements. If gambling is affecting your mental health or well-being, 211 Alberta is here to help. Call or text 211 or visit ab.211.ca. BetMGM operates pursuant to an operating agreement with the Alberta iGaming Corporation. Standard message and data rates may apply.
Because 60 minutes is just about enough. The Frenzy with Halley and Douglas on Sports 1440. Presented by Wilhauk Beef Jerky.
On the Frenzy, brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, the home of Alberta's best beef jerky. Online, wilhaukbeefjerky.com, only available in Leduc. Might as well go pay him a visit. Grab a couple bags of beef jerky, among other things, and then head on down to Commonwealth. As the Edmonton Elks in action tonight, game day, taking on the Bombers at 7:30. We'll have some tickets to give away on the Jason Gregor show. Of course, it is a 7:30 start, so we won't wait till the end of the show. We'll give them away probably by 4 o'clock to give you plenty of time, so make sure you keep it locked here on Sports 1440 throughout the rest of the day. Connor Halley, Josh Fenwick, Connor Spivak with you here in the Sports 1440 studios. Text line is 1-833-401-1440. If you want to email me, you can do so at connor@sports1440.ca. Today on the show, we're going to talk some horse racing. Frank Fontana going to join us in a couple minutes here as we preview the Canadian Derby, the 97th running this Saturday. The race is going to be going at about 8:30, but that's not when the event gets going. That's the 11th race of the day. There's 12 total. Gates are going to be at 1 o'clock. First race going at 2:45. A lot of money up for grabs. So we'll talk to Frank about that. We'll also talk some New York Jets. Now, here's the caveat. Jets reporters on game day, pretty busy apparently, because nobody available to join us. I reached out to, I believe, all 9 of them, plus a few news station reporters, anchors and such, unavailable. So it'll be the boys talking New York Jets football, and we'll try to keep it between the lines and give a fair breakdown. Of course, text will take 1-833-401-1440, MTR. I was expecting this one. Victory Friday for the Niners. Yes, if you were watching the NFL preseason last night, well, the Raiders game was actually interesting. You know, they marched down the field at the end of the game. Fernando Mendoza threw a pick 6, but they win the game. Things to grow on. You know, that's how you learn, right? You make really bad mistakes, and then you learn from them. If that is the lesson, then the LA Chargers have probably a lot to learn, because they were absolutely whooped by the San Francisco 49ers last night in week 2 of the preseason, 41-17. Who stood out? Hodge, maybe, MTR? McCormick? Mac Jones? They really blew it open in the second and fourth quarter. Chargers punter J.K. Scott had a chance to make a tackle on a punt that would have probably saved a touchdown and just stepped out of the way. Total business decision, which I do get. But after the game, coach was like, got to see something there. I don't know. I think I'm probably on the side of the punter. I'm not getting hurt, and he's a pretty slender man, a little bit fragile. Don't want him to get blown up. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not a good look. You wouldn't want to see it in the regular season, but for this situation, it might be okay. of course, let you know what's coming up on the Lowdown and the Jason Greger Show as well. Today, the Jays are in action once again, taking on the New York Yankees. And they just continue to do the right things here, winning 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4, whatever it might be. Yesterday, Bieber had a great game. The Bats came to play. And in their last 3 games in Tampa, they would score at least 5 runs. That seems like it might be enough. So, good start for the Jays here for this week. The weekend is going to be a lot of fun. And, of course, we'll have those games for you here on Sports 1440. Connor, we might need to just go grab Frank if you want to let him know he's coming up here. Then we can jump into the horse racing. And it's a good time. Josh, you ever been down to the track here in Edmonton? Or just outside of Edmonton, I should say?
No, I don't think I've been to Century Downs. I have been, what was it? Northlands had a horse track,
They
right?
did, yeah.
So I went to that one, won a little bit of money, and there's a great photo in my parents' house of me in Arizona
Oh, really?
horse betting. I guess I almost hit a parlay or something, but I remember them freaking out because I got 2 in a row right, and then I lost by a nose for the third one. I don't know what was happening, but
How old
I
were
guess
you?
like say Arizona. I was probably 6.
Okay.
I don't know. It's big though. It's
A
my I think it's my
wonderkid.
dad's favorite picture.
Okay, Wonderkin. Maybe you got to do some more tickets this weekend.
I guess
As,
so.
it is going to be the Canadian Derby, the 97th running Saturday. As we mentioned, it's going to be later on in the evening. But you got the whole day of events, and it's going to be a lot of fun getting going at 1 o'clock, Century Mile, just south of our city, right by the airport. They got the casino, they got food and drinks in there, as well as we bring in Frank Fontana, who joins us, I guess, twice a year. We typically have him to start off the racing season, and then the end. Frank, we might just need you to slide over a little bit to the mic there. I think they got it all set up with the camera. How you doing today?
Good, thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, glad to have you coming in. And you brought in some gift cards to Franco's as well as Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. So
Yes.
we'll give those away at. Well, do you want to ask the trivia question here, or you want to wait a bit?
Oh, we can wait.
Okay, let's wait a bit. We'll put it on the back burner for a
Okay.
little bit. So, for those who don't know, you got a full day of racing. 12 races, of course. The big one is going to be race number 11. That's at 8:30, the 97th running of the Canadian Derby. And for those who don't know, this event has been in Edmonton for a while now. We'll get into the actual races, but the history of it, Frank. What happened? Why did it move to Edmonton, and why has it stayed here?
Yeah, the Canadian Derby actually was originally called R.J. Spear Stakes back in 1930 in Winnipeg. Then in 1941, it changed its name to Canadian Derby. That was they were racing there at Polo Park in Winnipeg, and then in 1957, Polo Park shut down, and the race was actually moved here to Edmonton, and it's been here with us ever since.
So big purse in that race. I mean, a few other races as well. 120,000 going to the winner, and I'm looking forward to the event. We always kind of check in on this one, and I'm gonna try to get down because I think afternoon. I don't think I have anything really going on, so maybe I can get a chance to make it out there for the big race. But some challenges with this track. You're telling me the longest or second largest longest stretch in North America that can provide some problems, and I would think for fans a little more intrigue.
Yes, as usual, the Canadian Derby it's a very long race. The distance of the race will make it an equalizer for the whole group because no horses ran this far, so you don't know can they handle the stamina. And again, the coming down the stretch, it's a long way. Like you mentioned, it's second longest in North America. So you got to have your running shoes on.
So Frank, I see you got some favorites here for us. Is it Tism and Western Warrior, right?
Yeah. Western Warrior is I'm kind of leaning towards him. He's got a bad post though. Post 12. You have to have a kind trip from this post. You don't want to be stuck wide. Yeah, it's going to kill you. If he can get out quickly and get position early and not be wide, he's got a good shot. Some nice things I like about him. He just had a workout, a 46 and change for 4 furlongs. That's blazing fast. Very good. He's very well bred. His dad is essential quality. This horse was third, I believe, in the 2021 Kentucky Derby. He has sired some great horses. So you know the pedigree is there. Um, he won the Manitoba Derby, his last race, coming off a 3-month layoff, which is very, very tough to do. The weather, as you know, was horrible this year, and it cost them some training time. And they still went to Winnipeg, ran in the race. Mind you, he had a real nice race. He stayed on the rail the whole way. Actually, almost got clipped by another horse, but that didn't happen. But yeah, he ended up winning the race despite a long layoff and hardly any training. So with that race under his belt, he's going to be that much tougher. Should be really fitter now. And yeah, the family is fantastic. Comes from good bloodlines.
So, I wonder why, like, you're gonna have to explain this to me about class rating, because he doesn't have as high a class rating as a guy like Direct Strike or anything like that. So, what is it that makes Western Warrior a favorite over someone that has been in harder races?
Yeah, it's just he appears to be like the now horse. He's coming into his own right now. I don't really pay attention that much to class ratings. The horses are coming from all over the place, different tracks, different scenarios. I don't weigh too much on that aspect of it, but this horse, Western Warrior, he's ran 6 times this year. He's won 4 of them. He faced some tough horses down in Oakland Park in Arkansas this year, um, and all his speed figures, they definitely fit with this group.
And your lawn shot, it was Big Curl. What is it you see from Big Curl that makes you think that he is the lawn shot
Yeah,
in this that gives him a chance?
Big Curl, he was a 2024 sale topper here at our local sale. It, he sold for 33 grand roughly, and his best 2 races so far have been going longer. So this was even farther. This horse is screaming to go a long distance. So he's got the pedigree for that. He's ran 8 times, only been out of the money once. Fantastic record. You can't knock that. So that's definitely somebody you got to take a look at. The other horse I like is Quarry. This horse was bought for $80,000 in the States. Racing against some tough horses. So, you know, he should show a lot more today with this group. Um, you don't pay 80 grand for nothing. Obviously the owner saw something in him. The other horse I like to shine some light on is Direct Strike. This horse has never won a race yet, so you that's something I don't normally do. But the horse is going to, I think, fit in here quite nicely. He was a $500,000 purchase as a baby. Now you don't spend that much money, Connor, without thinking, hey, there's something
Gotta be
there,
something,
right?
right?
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
absolutely.
So you gotta think, you might get some decent odds, and um, keep in mind because this race is so wide open this year, you're gonna get a lot of good odds,
Mhm.
5, 6 to 1, 7 to 1, 8 to 1 on a bunch of horses. So I don't think you can go wrong going anywhere for shopping for a long shot.
Frank Fontana joining us here on the Frenzy, taking a look at the Canadian Derby, the 97th running tomorrow down at Century Mile. Gates open at 1, first race 2:45, the big one at 8:30, but not the last one because we got another one after that. 12 races on the day. If you want tickets, cnty.com. You can kind of find your way to get them. Now, you talked about this one, and this is obviously the big race, but like I said, there's lots leading up to it. Any other ones you got your eye on before the big race?
Yeah, in race 8, we've got the Northland Distaff going a mile 70 yards for a $75,000 purchase. I really like Big Hug. This horse is 2-time Alberta Horse of the Year. This horse has made over 600,000 lifetime. The horse is the queen of the local racing here as far as the ladies are concerned. The other horse I like is Chi Chi Time. This horse last time raced against the boys, beat them, and beat him with an unusual trip. The horse's blinkers somehow fell, and the horse couldn't see. Yet the horse still went wire wire to wire without seeing anything going on. So the horse can handle adversity, no question. So those are two like Big Hug and Chi Chi Time in race 8. Race 9, the local horse Playful is a horse that I'm really high on. The horse has done nothing wrong. The horse has got some connections from New York too. So that says something. And the other horse I like there is Bartender. This horse is a hard knocking horse from the States. This horse will love the distance, the good late closer. And in race 10, it's the Speed to Spare race for older horses. I'm looking at number 10, Go-Go Boss, Diodoro trainee. The horse won his last race in Manitoba, but he got disqualified. Went wire to wire, won by a million lengths, but got disqualified. Ran into caused some interference, unfortunately. I got to give this horse another chance. Fireman Dan, another horse that's hard knocking horse from the States. Got to like him. And I don't really mind Sunbird, too. He's another horse from BC. This horse could be an upsetter there.
You told me beforehand, Robertino Diodoro will not have a horse in the race this year.
That's right.
Unfortunately, you gave me the list of the previous winners when it comes to trainers, and he's won 5 going back to 2013.
Yeah.
So that is something to watch out for. Should also note, if you can't make it down tomorrow, races are going to go till September 13th before heading down south to Calgary. So there's quite a bit there. Now, Delta Valley Jeff had texted and he said, Big Curl, Direct Strike, Quarry, and Western Warrior, my superfecta bet.
Well, that's exactly what we talked about.
The names you like.
Yeah.
So,
and by the way, the Canadian Brew House this year has got something new. They got a bus and ride. You can have a breakfast at the brew house, and then they'll bus you in. Don't have to worry about parking. Because we 10, 15,000 people, nothing unusual on Derby Day, and parking will be a premium. So that'd be the easiest way to do is go there if you want and hop on for $25, I think. You get the whole package.
A couple breakfast dangles maybe, and have a
Yeah.
good day.
Yeah.
Okay, well, why don't we do our trivia here? You were generous enough to bring in a couple gift cards. We've got $50 gift cards to Franco's Pizza, which if you don't know, you should know. It's delicious.
Good.
And then also $25 to Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge. So should I get into it?
Sure, go ahead.
The trivia question. You can let us know 1-833-401-1440. I hope you were listening to what we've been saying here on the show. All you have to do is name the trainer of the 2025 Canadian Derby winner. Very simple. Like I said, if you've been listening, the name might have come out of my mouth. It might have been right there. So it's going to be fantastic, Frank. And if you can't make it down, you can always watch it online as well, correct?
Absolutely, yeah.
So lots to get into. Well,
Very, very, very numerous platforms.
absolutely. That's going to be a fun race. And again, if you can't make it down tomorrow, you still got a few weeks here, September 13th, before they wrap it up and send it down south once again. And that's kind of, for these horses, maybe not the biggest names in the biz. It's a lot of racing. You're going to go down to the States, go down south and continue it, hey?
Absolutely, yeah. Some will just pack it in and go back to their farms and rest for the winter. Some will go to Arizona, maybe California, if you have a good horse.
Mm-hmm.
Some even go to Toronto, because Toronto, Woodbine, they don't finish till mid-December. So
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
So some horses some trainers I've known to go over there.
Awesome. Well, Frank, thanks so much for coming in today. Appreciate the prizes here and the donuts you brought, and congratulations on the new move as well.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
There you go. Frank Fontana of Century Mile joining us here. As we usually do, we'll get him back on next year before they all get going once again. It's a good time if you haven't been before. And make sure you, even if you can't go out tonight, just a Friday, Saturday, you can't beat it. It's easy to walk right in there. They got the bet machines there. It's super simple. We'll take a break here. When we come back, we'll talk some New York Jets, get you set up for their season. It is The Frenzy, brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky.
Wondering what you can afford? Let Go Auto do the math with our free car loan calculator. No pressure, no awkward convos, just quick answers on your budget and payments. Bad credit? No credit? We got you. Text CHECK to 780-777-7777. That's CHECK to 780 all 7. Find out what you qualify for and start shopping with confidence. Go Auto. Drive what you love with payments that make sense.
Tee up for a great day on the course and support the Stony Plain Eagles Senior Men's Hockey Club. It's the Stony Plain Eagles Golf Tournament. Gather your foursome and join the Eagles August 25th at the Links at Spruce Grove for a 2 p.m. shotgun start. Enjoy a fantastic afternoon of golf, great company, and friendly competition, all while supporting the Stony Plain Eagles. Get all the details and register today at stonyplaineagles.com.
Beer League Slow Pitch. It's an Alberta summer tradition.
I got shortstop. I'll take pitcher. Yeah, I'm just here for the dugout snacks.
When you're playing on the field, you need serious fuel. And there's only one MVP.
Wilhock Beef Jerky.
Load up on Alberta's best beef jerky and hit a home run with the team. It's the perfect snack for your summer sports.
Wilhock Beef Jerky, because you can't have summer fun with salad. Only available in Leduc.
Crispy, caramelized edges, a pillowy, airy center. Meet the new Papa John's Pan Pizza. Made with Parmesan and Romano cheeses, Papa John's special garlic sauce, and Italian seasoning, all baked directly into the bottom of the crust for a signature golden finish and crispy, savory crunch. Grab a medium pan pizza for just $16.99 today at your local Papa John's. Order now in the app or at papajohns.ca. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Cantork has turned 25. That's right, 25 years of building tools so good, they practically torque themselves. Hard work and innovation equals problem solved. See our latest designs at cantork.com.
Thinking of growing your business? In partnership with Prairie's Can, the Alberta Chambers of Commerce is helping businesses explore new opportunities, new markets, and build connections through organized trade missions across Canada. Find the right mission for you at abchamber.ca/trade missions.
Caesars is Alberta's anytime, anywhere sportsbook. Stay in the action with your favorite teams and players. Whether you're camping, kayaking, or catching a show this summer, bet wherever you are, whenever you want. Plus, Caesars Sportsbook offers fast payouts and flex parlays, a new way to keep your bet alive even if a pick misses. Download the Caesars Sportsbook app today.
Must be 18 or older and physically present in Alberta to gamble. Must be 21 or older. Choose Caesars Sportsbook. If gambling is affecting your mental health or well-being, 211 Alberta is here to help. Call or text 211 or visit ab.211.ca. Standard message and data rates may apply. Please play responsibly.
Well, I've been
Quick opinions and fun times. The Frenzy with Halley and Douglas on Sports 1440. Presented by Wilhock Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
$11:23. Welcome back to the Frenzy here on Sports 1440. Big thank you to Frank Fontana coming in, bringing in some treats, also some giveaways here. The correct answer was Diodoro. So Gelly, Delta Valley Jeff, Russell, you guys were the first three to get it in, so congratulations. Bruce, you sent in fourth. You win a $25 gift card to Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge. Kim, you were just in fifth. Ava, you are also in fifth. My apologies. keep on listening. Maybe you could win some Elks tickets later on today. We do have a few of those to pass along. Text lines 1-833-401-1440. The show brought to you by Wilhock Beef Jerky, Connor Halley, Connor Spivak, Josh Fenwick, the non-Connor today. We're going to take a look around the NFL, talk some New York Jets, of course, their preseason rolling on. This segment brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. Elks Nation, of course. 2 weekly podcast with Eddie Steele and Declan Kruger breaking down the green and gold, articles, and more. You can go check out Young Ewan. Had his first article up last night at elksnation.ca. And make sure you follow them because you never know where they might hook you up with a pair of tickets. elksnation.ca. And as I mentioned, we wanted to get some New York Jets guests today. Reached out. It did not happen. They are all preoccupied, like 12 of them. So we'll do it ourselves. We'll take a look at this team and get Josh Fenwick to turn on the mic, as well as Connor Spivak here. And, for the New York Jets, it's been a long road. They've done some things that have probably frustrated the fan base. I will say the whole Robert Saleh thing was crazy to me, and I know they weren't necessarily getting the results on the field, but defensively they were good. The Achilles of Aaron Rodgers didn't allow that offense to maybe do what it potentially could have done. But I look at this team, and there's kind of some similarities with another team we've talked about, the Cleveland Browns, where they have some nice pieces here. Not a complete football team by any means, but some nice pieces on the offensive side of the football. If they stay healthy and get just okay quarterback production from Geno Smith, I kind of like what I see. Breece Hall and Braylon Allen, I think, can run that football pretty well. The offensive line, we shall see. They brought over Dylan Parham of the Vegas Raiders in the offseason. Josh Myers at center. They took Fashanu a couple of years ago when I thought they should have taken Brock Bowers. Anyways, they didn't. They've got Membu on the right side, so they have invested in tackles the last couple of years here. People like Mason Taylor, son of Jason Taylor, outstanding defensive end for the Dolphins for a long time, and I think he did play for the Jets. Kenyon Sadiq was one of their first-round picks this year. They also took Omar Cooper out of Indiana. You factor that in with Garrett Wilson. I think Adonai Mitchell is someone people, we believe that he could have some upside. I got to find it. But this Jets team, Josh, I don't know your thoughts about it. I still think they're bottom of their division. Luckily, they have the Dolphins there to maybe finish fourth. But I do like some of these offensive players going forward. And if I was in a fantasy league, like especially Dynasty, Keeper League, there's some guys I might take a flyer on later on.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. They're still the goddamn Jets, though, right? At the end of the day, I think they'll end up finishing above the Dolphins. I think it's going to be an incredibly bleak season in Miami. I'm really interested where things will be on the defensive side of the ball this year, because with Geno, there's just so many question marks put in. And like Breece Hall, I know, like from a fantasy standpoint, we're all like, oh boy, Breece Hall. He just really hasn't been everything you've wanted Breece Hall to be over the last few years. So hopefully he can get it around. Same with Garrett Wilson, honestly. But this is a team that didn't record an interception last year. And they have a defensive head coach. Like, that's a real problem. So I'm more interested about what's going to be happening on that side of the ball. Maybe, like, will they be ball hawking this year? Anything of that such? Because I don't believe they added anything in the world of defensive backs, really. I'm just seeing a lot of DNs and D linemen that are a part of this.
Well, Minkah Fitzpatrick is a pretty good ball hawk at safety.
You're right.
So I do like one, because we talked about that earlier in was it 3 rounds? Like, when will they record their first interception?
Over under, I think 3.5 games.
I took the first game because I think Minkah Fitzpatrick, hey, he's a little bit older. He'll be 30 by the time the season ends. Still young in life terms. I think he could be the guy that, ball hawks a deflected ball. But that's such a crazy statistic to bring up.
First drive of the game.
Yeah.
For the defense. He's just like, this is mine.
First and last.
Yeah, that's right.
No, but
only one of the season.
Yeah, I mean, hey, he only had one last year. Only had the one, but in his career, he's been a guy who's been able to find the football. So I think that'll help. He's had a 6 interception season, a 5, 2 5 seasons, 1 4. So I like that move that they went and got him. I'm not necessarily sure why he wanted to play with that team, but money talks. Living in New York would be pretty cool. Demario Davis comes over from the Saints. He's been there for a long time.
I like Demario Davis. A lot.
He'll be around the football a lot.
Yep.
He liked one of my posts on Instagram back in the day.
Hey, well, shout out. There we go.
It was very...
Friend of the station.
Yeah.
Demario Davis. Friend of the program.
Great guy. T'Vondre Sweat comes over from Tennessee. Canadian David Onyemata, the ageless wonder. So they're trying to do some things here, but I still think like the path to success for them is probably just losing football games. But, they drafted Cade Klubnik out of Clemson in the 4th round. I'm old enough to remember mock drafts from about a year ago where he was a first-round pick.
Yikes.
Funny how things change. Who wasn't a first-round pick in the mock drafts you look at from a year ago?
I don't know. Who?
Fernando Mendoza.
Ooh.
So,
hey.
1 year.
can change a lot.
Yeah, absolutely, exactly how it can work out. We'll see how it plays out.
I have a question for you, Connor. I don't know if you have the answer to it or not, but I see that their punter and holder is Austin McNamara. Is he in any form related to Andy McNamara?
I doubt it.
That's just a pretty unique last name. So I was just now I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole here. Oh, he was born in Arizona. I can't believe him and Andy are tight like that. Maybe they're cousins or something, you know?
There could be some sort of relationship in terms of cousins. Yeah, that could be it. He's a punter and does kickoffs for them as well.
There we go. Austin McNamara, one to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Possible family member of friend of the program.
Man,
Andy
guy was
McNamara.
3-time first team All Big 12.
Hey.
And you know what's? He was obviously there for like the COVID times.
Mhm.
2019, 2020 had a little lull. 2023 got it back.
He was just so back.
Yeah, I worked on a few things, picked up some things. MTR says Jets do have a surprisingly good offensive line, and that's kind of why I'm not excited about like this team's gonna shock the world by any means. But Brees Hall, he got his 1,000 yards last year, and he did it in 16 games. So he did it in the amount that we would praise someone for doing it. He started the season strong. He finished the season strong with 100-yard efforts. Now, the last game got whooped. It was a 59-yard run, which kind of got him over the century mark. Patriots beat them 42-10. But I still like him. It's health for me. And last year he stayed healthy and got things done with a not a great quarterback situation.
Yeah.
Is Gene if on a scale of 1 to 10, what would be your optimism that Geno Smith can have a decent season?
I'd give it like I'll probably go right in the middle and be a fence sitter and say 5. Because he wasn't particularly grand his last year in Seattle. But then last year, just sort of being thrown to the wolves behind that absolutely atrocious Raiders O-line. I can't imagine anybody would have looked particularly great behind that. So if the O-line can, give him 3 seconds or whatever, I forget what the average is, like 2.75 seconds of pocket time. If they can just extend that a touch, I mean, maybe he's got the juice. Also, the Jets team that drafted him, maybe there's a little bit of all right, back to where it all started. I got to show up and show out, because he surely did not his first stint in New York. So I'd say I'm would I be shocked if he was slightly worse than CJ Stroud? Or is CJ Stroud just catching a whooping on the station today?
Why?
What he was last year. Well, so Donovan on In or Out was like, oh, CJ Stroud is going to be bad next year. And of course, it was just to get under Brandon's skin. But CJ Stroud is a serviceable quarterback with a team that's got a good defense. He's not great. So if Geno ends up being around there and not as bad as he was on the Raiders last year, I'd be like, oh, this is good for the Jets. If you just have your moderately serviceable quarterback, everything should be you could win 5 games.
Yeah. Well, and here's your question. How much time will he have to throw the football? So yesterday, Rick Walters, who joins us on the Gregor Show on Mondays to recap the weekend in the CFL and the NFL, former CFL or Grey Cup champion with the Eskimos, send me some advanced stats via 3 Down Nation. How long do you think that the lowest average time to throw would be? This is minimum 50 attempts for starting quarterbacks in the CFL.
Minimum 50 oh boy. I don't know. I'll say 2.45 seconds.
Very close. Very close. 2.12.
Oh.
I just think
that's not a lot of time. Never mind. I recant my 3-second statement.
That's ball in hand. Make your read. Get the ball into a position to throw, and then letting it rip. 2 seconds.
Is that not a lot of time? Or?
Every time you watch football and you're like, man, that quarterback sucks. He's got 300-pound behemoths coming at him, and he has 2 seconds to throw it. He's got to read a defense. It's wild.
It's crazy that some quarterbacks are simply just that good.
Yeah, exactly. Sadiq should be a tough matchup for most defenses from MTR. Yeah, I liked him. I'm a big fan of him. kind of worked out good. Like, I don't know if he's got that Brock Bowers upside as a receiver, but I do like him. I think he's going to be a really good player for that team. Getting Cooper, it almost sounds like they're just building up this team to draft that quarterback. Like, with all due respect to the guys they have
Arch
right now,
Manning.
like, well, maybe it's Arch Manning, maybe it's Dante Moore, maybe the kid out of Ohio State, Julian Sayin.
Ooh, yeah.
Maybe we'll have to wait and see who it's going to be, but you got a couple of running backs. Now they're getting a little older, but you got good receivers. You got a good tight end. You've built up that offensive line through the first round of the draft. It just feels like they're that quarterback away and maybe some more defensive help.
But they might have that quarterback on the roster. I don't know if you checked to see who their fourth string quarterback is, but it's Patriots legend Bailey Zappi.
Could be the guy.
Could be the guy.
Could be the guy, maybe. We'll have to see if he gets on the team
Crazy arm
and what happens. He had some moments there, I'd say.
I remember one pass he had that was like, oh my God, you can't place it any better. It was like right over the shoulder, deep downfield, touchdown. I don't remember who it was to. I know he was on the Patriots for it, but I was like, oh, this guy might be it. And then like 2 games later was just off the roster because he was terrible.
I remember Anthony Richardson doing a similar thing.
Yes. Anthony Richardson definitely got a lot more leeway, however.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 4th overall pick certainly doesn't hurt. We had a text that came in and I just closed the text line. The question was essentially, how do you guys think that Darren Waller fits into the Carolina Panthers?
Oh, yeah.
From Jesse. From Jesse. Okay. Thank you. I mean, here's the thing. Apparently he signed with him 9 days ago. I had no idea. So that one apparently slipped under the radar. Last year with Miami, he was good in the red zone. He had 6 touchdowns. That's like the second career highest of his career. So I'm not ready to write the guy off. He only appeared in 9 games and had 280 yards. I mean, you put that to a full schedule, he's over 500. He only started 3 games, and that was just 24 receptions. So I like it. I mean, I'm on board for giving Bryce Young as many weapons as you can and just letting him kind of find his way. I think their head coach is a good offensive mind. So once you get into that red zone, you know, if Tetaroa is taking a lot of the looks and, you know, maybe Coker, although that's another big body right there.
Yeah.
They're kind of setting themselves up with Xavier Legette, who I know has been a bit of a, not a bust, but hasn't maybe lived up to the hype. They kind of have they have a basketball team now when they get to the red zone. So I don't hate that.
Hey, listen, I like what they're building in Carolina. Also, shout out Chuba Hubbard, starting running back.
Got to get healthy though.
He's got to get healthy. What's he down with?
I want to say hamstring.
I see the Q next to his name. So
yeah, I think he said he was gonna miss a month.
Oh,
so
okay.
Hopefully back. But yeah, Jesse, I think that's a good fit for Bryce Young.
Yeah, hamstring. Oh, by the way, notables who weren't practicing on Monday in pads. Tight end Darren Waller. Bracket first day.
First day, yeah. Just watch and taking it in, like Keenan Allen, first day with the Colts, just taking it all in, trying to pick things up. But I mean, he's a great story if you've seen what he's gone through in his life. Very interesting guy, interesting story. But I like it. Use him situationally. Is there other tight end, Jatavian Sanders?
Yeah, Tommy Tremble.
Tommy Tremble, okay, old Notre Dame guy, Gold Dome. They got some pieces there. They got pieces, and when Bryce Young was at his best in Alabama, he had a lot of talent around him. So recreate that. They spent some money on their defense. They're my pick to win that division. Actually,
I like that. I mean, there's just something about Tyler Shuck, the Saints.
Some people love him. You younger guys really like
I'm
him.
into it. I mean, like
you look up to him.
Last year in the survivor pool, I should have gone with my gut because my gut told me to pick the Saints, which was an absolutely insane gut feel. And I was like, no, I'll take the Rams this week. And guess what? The Rams lost.
Yeah. To the Panthers.
To the Panthers.
Yeah, that was
to the Panthers. It was a big day for the NFC South.
Nobody saw it coming. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll let you know what's coming up on the Lowdown and the Jason Greger Show. It is The Frenzy, brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky.
Action Electrical's projects team takes the field, folks, ready to execute the entire play for new commercial builds.
Absolutely. They're masters of design, build, sketching strategy from initial blueprints to core electrical infrastructure. The team never misses on complex projects.
Known for handling big league constructions and major renovations, ensuring flawless execution, hire the Action Electrical team to bring home a win for your project. Visit actionelectrical.net.
What if you could hire motivated, safety-trained youth with no risk and funding to support you? At Careers the Next Generation, we make hiring easy with funded internships across Alberta in trades, IT, forestry, and more. Interns are WCB covered, complete high school accredited safety trained, and arrive ready to contribute from day one. With 42% of RAP students completing their apprenticeship by age 22, you get skilled workers faster. Spots are filling up. Visit careersnextgen.ca today.
Thinking of growing your business? In partnership with Prairies Can, the Alberta Chambers of Commerce is helping businesses explore new opportunities, new markets, and build connections through organized trade missions across Canada. Find the right mission for you at abchamber.ca/trade missions.
Tap into the fun of Play Alberta's most popular casino games. From the fast-paced spins of Cash Eruption to the retro thrills of Sevens Wild, online excitement is always at your fingertips. Spin through your choice of popular slots or discover Alberta-exclusive games you won't find anywhere else. Visit playalberta.ca/Gregor to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/Gregor. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
From the locker room to your radio, Sports 1440 is Edmonton's sports leader. Real talk, big personalities, and your texts. It's interactive. It's fun. It's where Edmonton talks sports. Sports 1440.
Founded by a former pro motorsports competitor, Evolve Wheels and Tires brings decades of experience in custom wheels, lowering kits, lift kits, and accessories. Visit Evolve Wheels and Tires in West Edmonton, Edmonton's premium wheel specialists. Evolve your ride. Evolve your experience.
When your project can't afford downtime, call Japa Equipment Rentals. From excavators and wheel loaders to compaction equipment, Japa has the machines you need. Trusted since 1972. Visit japaequipment.com or stop our Edmonton or Calgary locations. Think a quality golf cart is out of your budget? Think again. At the Golf Cart People, we have a fantastic selection of fully inspected, pre-owned carts starting at just $4,500. Choose from gas, electric, or lithium-ion power to fit your lifestyle. And the best part, every used cart comes with a 1-year warranty for total peace of mind. Why wait? Get the cart you've always wanted today. Visit the Golf Cart People. Find out more at golfcartpeople.com.
Legendary is here with BetMGM Casino. Download to check out over 4,000 casino games, including exclusive slots like Survivor and hundreds of live dealer games. Unlock Vegas magic and sign up for the BetMGM app. See BetMGM.com for terms. 18 plus, Alberta only. Please play responsibly. Subject to eligibility requirements. If gambling is affecting your mental health or well-being, 211 Alberta is here to help. Call or text 211 or visit ab.211.ca. BetMGM operates pursuant to an operating agreement with the Alberta iGaming Corporation. Standard message and data rates may apply.
Get your lineups and laughs right here on The Frenzy with Halley and Douglas on Sports 1440. Presented by Wilhauk Beef Jerky.
43, welcome back. It is The Frenzy, brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, the home of Alberta's best beef jerky. Check them out, only available in Leduc. Connor Halley, Josh Fenwick, Connor Spivak with you here. Text lines 1-833-401-1440. Coming up next is the Lowdown with Low Tide. Declan out of town.
Bingo.
Went to BC for a little wedding, but Josh, you'll be there.
Yep.
Country Mac, Big Mike will be in there. We got lots going on. They'll be joined by Steve Lansky, Big Mouth Sports himself. And then on the Jason Greger Show, we've got, well, I'm sitting in the main chair, so please tune in. We'll try to get through another show. Ryan Payton's going to join us from Sirius XM. We've got Eddie Steele, talk some Elks as they get set to host the Bombers. Wanye Gretz from DFO Edmonton. We got Cam Tate, Low Tide. Dave McCarthy. We're a little late this week on his hit, but he's going to join us at 5:25. Spec, stats of the day, roundtable. Cam Tate, 2-minute warning. It'll be a fun day. Keep it locked here on Sports 1440. Then at 6 o'clock, it is Jays Baseball. We'll join the game in progress as they are in the Bronx taking on the Pinstripes. Right now, though, why don't we get into 3 rounds with Connor Spivak?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Which team has the worst future? The Houston Astros or the Winnipeg Jets?
Connor, I'll let you go first on this one.
Oh, okay. Geez, do you remember like 20 years ago there was a Houston Astros article about they're going to win a World Series in 5 years, and
that's tough.
Then they did it. So that was pretty cool. I don't really know their pipeline. So the Winnipeg Jets. I think just one of the big things that's going to work against them is that division is super tough. Similarly to, when they played the Oilers back in the 80s, and then we hear the stories that they had a good team, but the Oilers had a better team, and it was tough to get around. Connor Hellebuck, we are unsure about the future there and what's going to happen. Is Stuart Skinner be the guy of the future? We shall see. But like I said, you got Colorado, you got Denver, you've got Minnesota, Colorado, Denver, Dallas. That's what I meant to say. The Utah Mammoth, I think, are a team on the rise. And I just think that it's going to be a tough spot for the Winnipeg Jets here. You got to hope that these draft picks pan out. But when you go back to, geez, who's the last one that really worked for them? Like they haven't been hitting on draft picks in a long time. Obviously from 2026, nobody from 2025, nobody from 2024 yet. In 2023, one player, Connor Millich, the goaltender. Sorry, Thomas. Wow. They drafted a Thomas and a Connor right after each other.
Wow.
My name. Rutger McGroarty. We know where he is. Nobody coming out of the draft class. Chaz Lucius. Well, his brother was traded to the Ducks a couple days ago. He's yet to make an appearance. Cole Perfetti, obviously taken. He's played in a good chunk of games, but that was their only player from that draft class to play in the NHL. They just haven't really given me any reason to believe that this team will get better and turn it around. They had a really good draft in 2015. Kyle Connor, Rosovic, Jansen Harkins, Mason Appleton. But since then, Logan Stanley, Patrick Laine, they haven't had too much success. So I'll go with Winnipeg.
Interesting. I would push back against that, and I think I would go for like honestly, a pretty simple reason. You have Connor Hellebuck. You trade him to whoever, you're going to get a decent enough haul that maybe you can just sort out your future. And then you still have guys like Mark Scheifele on the team, who he's a full anchor right now, as are Kyle Connor and Adam Lowry, and but Cole Perfetti you could send out whenever you want. Hellebuck only has the anchor for one more year, and I'm sure he'd be willing to move it to some other team, go back down to the States, whatever. Like, they have pieces they could trade away and rebuild and get the future looking good. As of right now, it's probably not so grand, but they could really do it on a dime. The Houston Astros have only 2 top 100 prospects in baseball, and their first top their highest ranked prospect is 80th in the top 100 prospects, and he's currently in single A. Their other top prospect is in A+, and he's the 94th prospect. Like, they're absolutely getting crushed. Their farm team has nothing. Jose Altuve is he's old. He's not what he was. Yordan Alvarez, to be fair, he's going to be the MVP this year.
Is that good?
It's definitely not bad. I believe he is running away with it in the AL.
The betting odds are ridiculous, like minus 1,200.
Is that good?
Well, not if you want to make money, but
like, in terms of future, it's like, hey man, you gotta get some more highly rated prospects in here, and the only way you're doing that in baseball is by trading a guy like Yordan Alvarez. And I mean, they're just a middling team right now too. Like, they're sort of in the thick of it. Let me just take a wee gander at where they sit in wild card standings. They are, oh no, maybe they're just leading their division. Shout out. No, they're not. Apparently, I can't find the Houston Astros. Oh, there they are. They're at the top of their division. They're ahead of the Texas Rangers, but at 500. They're a 500 team leading their division. The AL sucks, and they're only 500.
Maybe there's a, and then my pushback, and we'll see what changes in the future in the majors with no salary cap for the time being. You just buy a team. You just go spend money.
You could, but
that could change in
that means
next
you got
year.
Yeah, and you got to be willing to outspend a lot of other people. Really, like, where you get some of your absolute dimes from, or from your farm, and they have like some of the worst top 100 prospects who are in single A, which means they still have to go up at least 2 other leagues. Like for the guy in single A, he's got to go up to A+, and then he's got to go to double A. So it's not sunshine and rainbows down there in Houston.
Did Bryce Harper jump AAA?
It's entirely
I
possible.
think he went double A to the majors.
Here, let me Google that for you.
And so like Jordan Alvarez is the MVP runaway. Their top prospect is Kevin Alvarez. I wonder if there's any relation there.
Maybe.
Let's get to round 2 though.
All right.
Alrighty. Who'd you rather take a hit from? Prime James Harrison or Dustin Bufflin?
Oh boy, I'm so glad I get this one first. I've been going back and forth on this a lot. I watched a lot of hits from these guys. I think I would take Dustin. How did you say his last name?
Bufflin.
Bufflin.
Byfuglien.
Byfuglien. I would take Dustin Bufflin. I imagine it's like if we're playing our respective sports or their respective sports.
Yeah.
I would take Dustin Byfuglien all day of the week and twice on Sunday. Like he hit stick Mark Stone, to be fair. He'd knock the wind out of me. I think I would die if James Harrison tackled me. That guy's huge.
Current day James Harrison would do that too.
Yeah, I know, but prime James Harrison? Nah, man, I'm out. Cut the check.
Honestly, I'm with you. Like, and you have more padding in hockey. Like, you got padding throughout the body. Let's be honest. In the NFL, you're wearing shoulder pads, and like, yeah, maybe you're wearing some thigh, but you don't have to. And even your shoulder pads, if you're like me, you're wearing the smallest ones as possible. James Harrison used to kill guys and like didn't care. He was one of the meanest guys out there because he had to. Like he played with that chip on his shoulder because he was undrafted and he was cut. He got onto the field and he absolutely used to just murder guys. So
he was from Ohio.
they changed rules because of him. Like with his defenseless players, he would just body guys. He was an unbelievable player because he played that way. So respectfully, Bufflin would kill me. Like, wasn't there like he took on like 3 guys in a fight once? But no, I'm with you, Josh.
Probably the day he hit stick Mark Stone.
Could have been it.
But like, I just like I looked at this and I think I watched one Dustin Byfuglien hit.
It's Bufflin. I was just messing.
I know,
with you.
but I'm just gonna say I keep saying Byfuglien. Listen, I watched one hit. I was like, man, that looks pretty good. I watched one James Harrison hit, and I was like, oh, never mind. I take Dustin. Oh boy, yeah.
That black visor too.
Listen,
like, scary man.
I could wear the concussion cap, and I would still get a concussion from when I hit the ground. If he didn't break my rib. Let's go to number 3.
Is the Edmonton Calgary drive the most boring drive in Alberta?
Just in Alberta?
I went just Alberta because I haven't really done many other drives outside Alberta.
Well, it's funny because I was talking to Donovan Paulson. He's going out to Canmore tomorrow, and I'm like, that's a fun drive after Calgary. Like once you get out of Calgary, like and start to see the mountains in front of you, it gets a little bit better. Here's the thing, but like I have done Edmonton to. Oh, what's the sausage place?
The sausage place, like Vegreville?
Well, not Vegreville. Somebody will text it in to let us know. But like that's incredibly boring. The drive to Calgary, I kind of feel like you have to be on your toes because there's always going to be bad drivers, like ripping into the left lane, and they get back into the right lane, and then they just throw on the brakes and slow down. They really keep you on your toes. So I would push back and say I don't think it is. It's not the most scenic drive, and I hate it because of the conditions. But what makes me hate it also makes it not boring. So I gotta say, we used to drive up to Calling Lake, kind of a boring drive going north. I drove out to Grand Prairie once, boring drive. So I wouldn't say it's the most boring.
All right, so I vehemently disagree with you. I am now lucky enough to have driven to a bunch of other places all around Alberta, particularly going north. At least those drives, like you sort of have something to look at, it's green. There's a bunch of trees and like there's hills and all these things. From Calgary to Edmonton, Edmonton to Calgary, it is literally like straight road canola fields with people putting banners on their on sea cans in their fields. Like it is so brutal. It is like the most boring thing I've ever experienced in my life.
Cat Dad says Calgary to Medicine Hat. Plus, you get the stank of Brooks in the middle. It was Mondaire. Thank you.
Oh, Mondaire sausages.
Mason, Ryan, unnamed, Corey. There's a lot more there. Yeah, I knew you guys. You guys are all very intelligent people. So when I can't remember a small town in Alberta, I know you guys got me. Edmonton to Westlock, boring as well from Pillman. So there's a few. That's the prairies, I suppose. What can you do? Thank you guys for joining us on this show today. Coming up next is the Lowdown with Low Tide. Then we got the Jason Greger show. We'll be giving away some tickets to the Elks game as well. So tune in for that right now. Let's get to Connor Spivak in a Sports 1440 update brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. Kick off the second half of the season with a 5-game ticket pack and get a $25 voucher. Get your half season pass today at goelks.com/tickets. Edmonton Elks, our city, our year.
This is a Sports 1440 update.
The Edmonton Elks kick off your weekend tonight as they take on the 5-4 Winnipeg Blue Bombers at 7:30 at Commonwealth. The Blue Jays begin their 3-game set in the Bronx tonight as they take on the Yankees with first pitch coming at 5:05 local time. We will have that for you on the AM feed following the Jason Greger show at 6. Around the league, the Braves kick off the day against the Brewers. Rangers go against the Angels at 6:15, and the Twins start their series against the Padres with the first pitch coming at 7:40. And in the nightcap, the Pirates hope to get a win against the Dodgers. The LPGA continues this weekend at the Royal Mayfair this weekend with Mayu Yamashita leading. Canadian Anna Huang and Michelle Jing are tied for 4th with Brooke Henderson tied for 17th. CJFL gives us the first crosstown rivalry game as the Wildcats take on the Huskies at Jasper Place Bowl with kickoff going at 7 p.m. on Saturday. Coming up is Lowdown with Low Tide. I'm Connor Spivak, and that was your Sports 1440 update.
This is Sports 1440, a Stingray radio station broadcasting on Treaty 6 territory.
Download the free iHeartRadio app and listen to CKJR wherever